Right, hello again. Apologies to those in Magic Graphics who began to watch and those in Teri Fantasy Crafts who began to watch, and I've had to stop and redo because it wasn't going into Teri's Creating Corner. So I'll just give people a minute to come back and have a look. Right, I gather that's one person back, so I'm going to bring it up because I don't have to keep looking around. Hi, Kenneth again. Thank you for that. Otherwise, I'd have carried on, and it wouldn't have actually gone into Teri's Creating Corner, but I could have shared it into there. I didn't even think of that. It's been quicker, but there you go. So, starting again. If you're watching on YouTube, if you can give me a thumbs up. If you want notifications of any more videos when I'm next on, if you can press the subscribe, and away we go. Right, I have got 2 people watching, so I'm going to put this down. This is a continuation from last week. I'll get them out of the way. This is actually what we did last week, and we're going to continue from this. As you see, I'm ready to make up the card later, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, so morning Magic Graphics, morning YouTube, morning those in Teri's Creating Corner. If you're not a member of Teri's Creating Corner, please feel free to actually come over and join us. That is actually on Facebook, and you will find it there. I will take that off in a minute. Just leave it there long enough for anyone that wants to. I'll put a link up after as well, so there we go. Right, if you're watching, if you want to say a quick hello, that would be great. And as I normally say, if you haven't given StreamYard permission to use your name, if you can put your name after the comments, that would be great, so I know who's commenting. So, right, let's start. I'm not going to go from the very beginning basics of quilling because I did that on last week's in part 1. If I do another quilling one, then I'll do it again, but there's no point in having it in part 1 and part 2. So very quickly, I've got a quilling tool. I've got 2 pairs of tweezers. You don't need to. A very thin point on them is very useful. I've got these because they're backwards tweezers. I still can't remember the name of them, which means you put them, you press in to open them, which is the other way around, and then you can just you haven't got to put any pressure on this. So if you've got any problems with your hands and you can't sort of keep them like that a long time, and you want to be holding, like if I want to hold this up while I'm putting glue on it, they're a great pair of tweezers to have. And if you ever buy a set of tweezers, they normally come. You can normally get them in there, or you can buy them individually. Right, hi, whoever that is. It's just showing me. This is all I get if you haven't given permission. If you have given permission and it doesn't work, which sometimes happens, yeah. So morning to whoever you are. Right, let's get going. Notice I got a different mat today because one of the little legs fell off the other one just before I put it out, and it was all wobbly. So I've got this. Right, where are we going? Right, what we're going to do is some leaves, if you like, just to go around the bottom, and I'll probably put 2 more, one each side. So as usual, we'll get the quilling strip, which I have here, just making sure. Good start, can't even get it apart. Right, I'm going to rip off an end so that you've got like a feathered edge. There's 2 ways of doing it. Okay, hi Mary. Oh, nice to see you. Yeah, I remember you gave your permission ages ago. Perhaps it takes it back. It pretends you haven't got it. Right, I'm going to, there's a couple of ways of rolling it. This is one of the ways. This is the way I do when I'm watching the television. So I'm going to actually look at, I'll do the other one with the, quilling tool. I can't do the electric one because my batteries have run out. I ordered more, but I keep ordering AAA. So I've got a drawer full of AAA when I need AA. So I'm waiting for some to come. I think I might Asda order tomorrow, I hope. So, yeah, the other way's quicker, so I'll do the others. So one of these is a good idea because it just keeps all your holes, all your rings, your rounds of the quilling equal in size. Now I always put my finger on it and then gently lift it up and make sure it's in the center of that first, and then you can just wiggle it about a bit to make it come out. Now, if yours doesn't spring out as far as that, it could be that you're using a smaller length. I didn't know they made these lengths, but the last ones I bought came in that length. This time I'll use the quilling tool because it is a bit faster. If I can get the paper in to begin with. It's probably why I didn't use it. Come on. There we go. And you want to go as near to the end as you can, because then you don't get a little kink when you finish. And I didn't rip the end of that one, did I? And when I take it off, I also just rip the end of that off. I also hold it for a while so that and press it a bit so that it does flatten a bit on the top. And then, as I say, put it in the middle and hold it and then just lightly let it go. And that keeps the hole in the middle more in the center. You can see that one's moved a little bit now. They do actually move. I only want 2 of them. So the next thing we do is, just checking they've got the glue there, is pick them out. If you try to get them where that end is, you see that? If you try to get them like that, then it's easier to glue. And then all I do is hold the whole bit. It doesn't matter if that comes back a bit more. If you leave a flap, then you can, excuse me. And you do need PVA glue I use, but it needs to sort of be quick drying so that it grabs it quickly and you're not sat here for ages holding it. So with these, what I do is I'm going to get it in the middle because I want a point each end, as you can see, and then just slide my fingers down so that you've got it like that. Don't pinch it so much that you're going to make a point with it all, and just gently sort of squeeze it, right? And if it's not done enough, then you can always pick it up and do it again. But once you've sort of done it too much, then it's difficult to get it to come back out. Oh, no worries. Now I'm going to pick it up on there purposely because I've got quite a bit left of that, but that's okay because as long as I'm pulling it, as long as I'm picking it off and I know I've got everything under my thumb, that's fine for me to just sort of coax it back around. Still keeping my finger and thumb on. And there we go. Okay. And I've got one there. So that's those four. Next, I want to make a candle. And for the candle, I'm going to do smaller ones in white. So these are good enough. Now, with different colours, they get finer, I find. I think it's like with clothes, the whites always seem different to the other colours. So again, I'm going to do it this way. Now with this one, because it's not so long, I'm going to be putting it into that one, I think I did. And I'm just going to do it again. I'm not even going to do it tight. Right, I won't be doing I won't be doing one next Wednesday because I'm sure, like me, everybody's got lots to do next Wednesday. I'm taking next Wednesday off. There's a possibility that I will come back on the 30th because I think we've all had enough of eating and whatever by then. I think that was too big. Push that down. Yeah, so bigger. It pays to remember which one you're in. No, they do feel thicker, Tan. I do prefer the longer pieces, but you know, needs must. And some different places sell them at different, I was going to say strengths. 190 is supposed to be round about 190, 200 grams is supposed to be good for quilling, but you'll find some are thicker, some are thinner. I buy a lot of mine from Crafty Wizard. Once you bought ones from her, she always gives you a code for 10% off your next order. Quilling Pastimes is another place I get them from. I have got them from Amazon, but wait for them. If you're sort of, well, serious, semi-serious, whatever, about quilling, then somewhere like Crafty Wizard and Quilling Pastimes does not come out quite. You can always maneuver these a bit to bring them out. Yeah, the places like Crafty Wizard and Quilling Pastimes are quite decent because they actually sort of specialise a bit more in quilling. eBay's quite good as well. In fact, that's where I found Crafty Wizard. But I mean, Amazon is great if you want something quick. Again, I'm doing exactly the same. I'm pulling it down. I'm trying to make sure that it's all even on top. And then when I pinch the corner, what I'm going to do is twist one way and one the other. Yeah, I'll put up some links after to, this is Crafty Wizard. And they always come like that with the board. And then she gives you a code for 10% off your next order. And I think you can use that over and over. Again, take down and twist a little bit. Right, this is the fun bit. I need another piece of white because what I'm going to do is wrap it round the candle. And now, where you've got, I don't know if you can see this here. It's not going to be, oh yeah, it's not white, it's not brilliant white, the paper, so, or one of them's not. So where you've got the round, you're just pushing it in like that. Now that's not looking straight, but I know it's going to go that way, so it will be straight. But I like to do it this way because I can see better. So you can see that is going in a straight line, sort of. So what I'm going to do is start putting them together. So you want to glue about halfway up. Okay. Just make sure that's that in that one or that in that one. I always have fun doing this bit. That one's in that one. I'll put a link up in. We've got a section in Teri's Creating Corner for suppliers, and I'll put a link up there for the quilling ones. I've only really started introducing this into the corner recently. The corner being Teri's Creating Corner. There we go. And then you do have your, hi Louise, it's coming up with your name brilliantly today. Okay, so you can either leave it like that if you want. Okay, you can either leave it like that and fuss a little bit, getting them identical, or you can actually encase it with another quilling strip. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start it by there, a little bit at the bottom. And you can either just go around it, but I do like to dot a little bit of glue here and there just to sort of anchor it. And it's all about being sort of gentle. I think I need a little bit in there, just a dot. Just to, and then I'm just going to turn that around there. That's not stuck. So they catch. I can always catch them on the way back. Perhaps I'll go for doing it this way. Let's get that out of the way because I don't want any glue on that. So let's to catch it. I'll come back around the other side and do the same now. Oh, no, there you are, it's stuck now. Okay. And again, I'm just going to go around twice. No, it doesn't look like I am because I can't go twice around here with this little bit of so what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip it by there. I like to go round it twice, so I am going to go round it twice, and I'll another piece to go round it again. One of the longer pieces that Crafty Wizard and the others do. and also wouldn't have had a join on the outside. I mean, you don't have to do it twice, you don't have to do it at all. And then pink chat around the corner, way down there. Can you see? Just rip that off at the end. You can cut it if you want. You'll find them easier, especially the white, to rip. Okay, so we've got our candle. I'm just going to go that way round. So what I'm going to do now, we do need a flame, but I'm going to put the card together first, and I haven't thought of a flame, so I'll have to get them colours. Right, so I've got an A5. I was going to use an A4, but I've used an A5. No, Maria says I gotta go that way. The bit that's over there, the little bit that sticks out, got to be on top because you can lift up the card. Maria Husk told me that. And I'm going to stick it down with some double-sided tape. It's this double-sided tape is extra strong or high tack, whatever they call it. Same, it's exactly the same as the red, and you can rip it, which I like. It's made by Sticks. And it is very sticky. I've got a little tiny cut on my finger, or a bit of skin, and it's pulling at it. You can feel it now. Okay. And then I'm going to just quickly give this a, can never remember which side, just 1 or 2 with that. You can glue it, of course, with wet glue, but it's going to be quicker today, I think. I find this a lot tidier anyway. As you can see, I'm only taking the ends up a little bit. Which means then you've got time to, oh, that's bright. Wow. Have I put white on top of it? Wow. If I can see what I'm doing. And then all you've got to do is just pull these away once you've got it where you want it to. And I'll do the same with this. Just get it nice and straight. Sometimes I think this one is actually stickier than the red tack, the red tape. Look. Ow. My last one. I've still got it on here now. It's very sticky. Maybe that'll be the wrong way. And I've got a piece of sparkly now, hammered card. And you do need something like the high tack to stick to the glitter paper. A lot of the wet glues will work. I didn't get that very straight, did I? There we go. This go. Covered in blooming glitter. I'm expecting that. I should have picked up the low shed stuff. I don't know if it said low shed on this one. Okay, so let's map this out. I do need my light on the candle. That can go in by there. And I think we got room for, better if you map it out a bit. Oh, didn't think of that, did I? Didn't think that out quite well. I can bring that down as far as there. I needed a smaller candle, so what am I going to do now? I'm going to take that one out. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll have to start again. Because it's going inside there, you might not see the mess I'm making. Normally, I would start again. I'm not sure if this is going to work. If I put a bit around there, I would never do this and send it out, believe me. I would start again, but I don't have time to start again, so this is how we can fix it. Mind you, I would imagine nobody would notice, I've got to be honest. It's fixed very well. Just have a smaller candle. There we are, nobody would notice. So if you do what I did, no, that's a little bit. I just need a very small yellow. As it happens, I've already got one here. Could put a bit of red or orange around it if I have some. Yeah. Have a multicoloured one, shall we? The orange is supposed to be on the inside, isn't it? Pretty sure orange on the inside. Yeah, because the outside would be the yellow, wouldn't it? Right. Enough of that. I'm going to add this onto here now. And hope that's enough. I did rip them, but to be honest, you don't really need to rip it because it's going to be inside. I'm going to do it this with this. So that, and I'm going to try to. Sometimes find if you go further down, no. I do persevere in the evenings with it. I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch me mess about with wrestling with a quilling tool. I'm just playing this one by ear. You just found your real one. What, candle or poinsettia? I shouldn't laugh. Sorry, Angela. I'm just doing this one by ear, and I'll I think we need it a bit smaller than the ones we got, so I'm going to pull it in a bit better. I'm assuming you meant your poinsettia, not your candle you've drowned. Have to make one a quilled one. Okay. I'm going to go for a smaller hole and do exactly the same as I normally do. Yeah, that looks brilliant to me. No tweezers. And again, what I'm going to do is twist it around, oops, once it's dry, of course. I'm much luck this morning, am I? Twist it round again, just like we did with there. See, and it all fitted in eventually. Right, now we need to stick it down. So let's go with the poinsettia first. Okay. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can either put out some glue and then take your tweezers and put it down, but you don't need it on every single little bit. So I'm literally just going to go around the edges a bit, especially in the joins, because if you go in the joins, you've got quite a bit of paper there to stick it down. And just dot around the edges. Like that. Now this is where the tweezers could come in handy. I like to put it in the middle thing. You see, I've not got very many dots on there. It's a bit blobby. And spread it. Oh. I haven't even got a piece of paper that I can put that on. I'm too tidy here this morning. It's unnerving. Right, that should be enough to hold it. And then I can get these tweezers in to push it around. Right in the middle. It's going to be too late in a minute because it will have all stuck. There we go. And they are quite sturdy once they're all stuck together, or they seem quite sturdy. Patient. It's actually, I'm not patient at all. And I've got that wrong now. Oh, I'm just making a mess this morning. Just leave me to it. This one will be going in the bin after. See, look. Normally I'd have thrown this now, but I can't. I missed. It's not so much being patient as it can be quite therapeutic if it's going right. You know, just sitting here putting dots on this is. I'll show you why it was wrong now in a minute. Dotting this was just go away somewhere in my mind. Right. Now what I need is the opening at the top so that I can put the candle in. So it helps if you remember that. I don't know what's happening with this blue and white. It's so lively this morning. And as you know, I keep it in there with a wet sponge so that it doesn't dry up. Right, now we can get our candle in. See, that's why we needed that in there. So I suppose it depends what you're doing. It's like a, I suppose like doodling. If as long as it's all sort of going well, then dotting. It's like drawing dots. A bit, oops, a bit wobbly. Shouldn't play with it. I got rolled up paper and I'm expecting it to be perfect. Yeah. And I'll put my little leave a little space and put that by there. And pray that I've still got space for that, yeah. Just slide that in under there. Now, of course, if you were, because there's so little glue on there, if you were to pull them up, they might come a piece of it stick, but I don't think anybody's going to be doing that. They are secure enough. Unless when you get a Christmas card, you do like to pull it apart. A bit in the middle. Let's come up a little bit. There we go. Stuff. Now, this is the one I don't like doing. For some reason, I just gets on my nerves. I can do the quilling all day, dotting around. I don't like doing these die cut. This is a Sweet Dixie die cut. It's my favourite one for Christmas because not only is it really nice, you can just get away with using it on its own. You don't have to. You can use it on the card in the middle of a card, and just send it like that. And just give it, send it. I've got one of those Crafters Companion things with it called Xyron. I find they take more time than doing this. Because with the Xyron, once you've got all the sticky on the back, you've got to go round it then with one of the bull end tools and make sure it's all around the edges. And to me, that takes longer. They do stick nicer, must admit. There's a bit of glue there. And then we have it. One Christmas card. I'd like to say it is quite quick if you can just sit there and roll the the coils. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, I won't be here next Wednesday. I will definitely be back on the 6th of January with a possibility of the 30th of December. So I will see everybody in between in the group and what have you. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. As I say, we will talk. If you're watching anywhere other than Teri's Creating Corner, please feel free to come over and join it. We're on Facebook. That's the link, and I will put the link up in the description for anybody that wants to come across. And I'll leave you, take that off, I'll leave you with the Christmas card. So bye for now, and I'll see you again.